Here's a look at the best script for NBA 26 that you guys need on your Cronus 10, our brand new updated Panda Auto Green version 3.7. In today's video, you guys are going to learn how to set the script up. Doesn't matter what build you use, I'm going to show you guys the exact tempo values to use. All the tempo does is you just shoot with your square binds and it'll give you tempo green. So you don't even have to time it well. It'll green all your shots. And again, this script doesn't just have tempo, guys, right? You can see as I scroll through the script, there's a bunch of different mods that I'm going to break down and explain. So let's go ahead and get into the setup. And again, to download the script, click on the first link in the description and or the pinned comments and join our school community. Here's how to download the best auto green script for basketball 26. To go ahead and get access to the script, go ahead and click on the first link in the description and or in our pinned comments below. So check the comments or the description, and that's going to give you guys a link to our school community right here, okay? Or if you wanted to, you can simply just type in Lethal Panda Basketball. If you just do that in on Google, it'll bring you straight to this community page. Once you're here, all you want to do is hit on this join button. As we can tell, we have over 1,100 active members in this tier. But once you join, you guys are going to unlock this top tab right here, the classrooms. You can see how it's locked, but once you sign up, you guys will unlock that. And that's how you download the script, right? All you want to do is make sure you're on your laptop or your PC. Click on the Classrooms tab, and you'll see the Panda Auto Green. Just go ahead and right-click on this. And next, look how easy it is to download this script. You see the Panda Auto Green? Now it's version 3.7. Just right-click on this and go ahead and hit download, okay? Make sure when you hit download, you can see if you look in your right-hand side, it goes right up there, right? That's what it should do. If you guys are using the Chrome browser, make sure you're using Chrome. You can see I got Chrome here. And if I go on my desktop, use Google Chrome. That's the best way to download scripts, okay? Next step is going to be to open up your Zen Studios. And now you're going to go ahead and add the script onto the Zen, right? This part's easy. All you need to do is plug the Zen in only on the right-hand side, just like you guys see me do, right? Again, the other end of this cable right here that I'm touching goes into your laptop or your PC, whatever you're using to run the Zen Studios. Next, you want to press on compiler here, and this is where you'll need to open the script. To do that, you press File on this left-hand side. You guys can see my mouse cursor. Press File, go ahead and press Open right here. Next, all you want to do is click on your downloads and you'll see the Panda Green version 3.7. Once you do, go ahead and press Open. And you guys can see now the script has our brand new human logic. Make sure it has this. That's a way to keep your account safe, all right? Once it does, you want to go over to Programmer. Now we need to add the script, right? So all you need to do is on this left-hand side, look at my mouse cursor, press on the 6 little lines, okay? It says GPC scripts. Now you see the updated Panda Green up here. If you had the older one and you wanted to delete things, here's how easy it is to delete stuff off the Zen. All you do is right click, put it in the trash bin, okay? If you wanted to add the new one, which you should, all you have to do is right click and drag and drop to the bottom. It'll be a pitch block box like this. Once it is, go ahead and press the play button to save the script. That's literally how easy it is, guys. Could be done in under 2 minutes, right? Once it saves, I'll show you how to turn it on. We'll set it up for the Xbox and the PlayStation 5. But again, all you do is press the right side big blue button, right? Each time you press, you'll go through all the scripts you have. That's how easy it is. Let's get into the full setup now. Alrighty, Panda Gang, you can see I got my Xbox controller. And again, I'm playing on my PC. That's why it's wireless. Make sure your controller is wired to your Zen, all right? Next thing, all I'm going to do is press the right side big blue button and go ahead and activate the script, right? Once it's active, you want to enter the menu. And to do that, it tells you right on the script, right? All you want to do is hold your LT button right here. So LT, and then press the 3 little lines button right up here. Okay, so hold LT, then press the 3 little lines button. Once you do, you can see you're inside of the script. You're going to be greeted with the first setting, which is auto dribbles, all right? Now, if you wanted to turn things on or off in the script, it's simple. Just literally press up on the D-pad, okay? Up or down on the D-pad to turn things on or off. And if you want to scroll through all the rest of the settings, it's just left or right on the D-pad, right? First thing I want you guys to do is make sure you turn on the tempo, okay? This is the most consistent way to shoot. This is literally the only thing I use inside of this script, okay? So you want to make sure you turn it on, okay? And then if you press right on the D-pad, you got your millisecond values that you can adjust, right? So all the Panda tempo does is it uses your square button or X for Xbox controller to give you tempo greens. You still time your shots a little bit, but long as you're close, you're going to get tempo greens every single time. And make sure you turn that on, all right? Now, how do you adjust these values, right? So let's say you just go ahead and press B, you're shooting in game and you keep getting lates, right? All you want to do is press LT, 3 low lines. And if you get lates in game, you come in here and press down on the D-pad, decrease the value, okay? Then you go back, take a couple more shots. I recommend 5 or 10, right? Let's say now you're getting a little bit early, right? So you hold LT, press the 3 lower lines, and you increase the tempo millisecond, right? That's how easy it is to adjust, right? Then you can use left to right, scroll through all the different settings like the Panda no dip shot. All that does, you hold your LT, shoot with X right here, and you guys are going to get no dip shots, okay? Meter dunk, Panda defense, all the good stuff. Again, I'm not a big fan of using the auto green. This is where you use your right stick to shoot, and you can green shots. Again, it's not the most consistent way, so I do not use it, guys, all right? All I use is the Panda tempo. You guys can try out rest of the other things. Now, I do want to mention, when you have the Panda tempo on, your square button when you're playing defense or anything inside of the game will not work, okay? You have to either use your left stick, so you press your left stick in, or your right stick in, and you guys can change that using up or down here, okay? I recommend just leave it on your left stick, and you press this button if you want to steal on defense, okay? And once you're done adjusting, just go ahead and press B, and you're ready to rock and roll. It's that easy. Here's how to do the PlayStation 5 button spam bypass so you can use your script on the PlayStation 5. First thing you want to do is go into your settings tab and go ahead and turn on your controller. You guys can see right now my controller isn't working. So if that ever happens to you, just simply unplug the power from the top. Again, the other end of this USB-C cable is going into the front of my PS5, all right? But again, just plug it back in. Doesn't matter if you plug the other end into the front or back. I just do the front. And make sure where your controller is plugged in, it's green, okay? And you can see it just says Zen at the top. Once it does, you guys can see my controller is on. Go down to accessories here, press X. You want to go to controller in general and make sure your communication method is set to use USB cable, okay? Make sure that's first. Then this step must be done every single time before you turn on the script. And all you want to do is hover over turn off accessories. Go ahead and press the right side big blue button on the Zen and make sure it just says Zen on here, all right? Once it does, all we want to do is pick up your controller, hold down the right on the D-pad the whole time, and then quick press this little blue button on the back one time, okay? Again, this little blue button, just quick press it one time. So I'm going to do it and show you guys, right? Quick press it one time. It'll disconnect your controller. And then look, it does that button spam. And make sure on the Zen screen, it only says the Zen, okay? You can see it did the button spam. Perfect. Now you guys are ready to go and turn on the script. Alrighty, Panda Gang, we are over on our PlayStation 5, and make sure you guys have went ahead and done the PS5 button spam bypass before you guys ever turn on the script if you're playing on the PS5, right? Once you guys are on the script, to go ahead and enter, all you need to do is press L2 and options up here. So again, hold L2, go ahead and press options. Once you guys do, we can see we are inside of the script, right? Now, to turn things on or off in the script, all we want to do is press up or down on the D-pad. It really is that simple, okay? Now, scroll through the script. You're either going to press left and or right on the D-pad, right? First thing I want you to do is make sure you guys go ahead where it says Tempo V3.7 here. Go ahead and turn this on, all right? Once you do, just go ahead and press circle and go into your court and make sure it's in online timing. And then just take a bunch of shots with square. Because of our tempo now, you're going to be able to green more of your shots by timing them just a little bit, okay? You still got to time it a little bit with square, but long as you guys are kind of close to the green window, you guys are going to get the tempo greens every single time, okay? Now, if you did have to adjust the values, here's how you do it. To enter the script one more time, L2, options, all right? And then you're going to press right on the D-pad, and you're going to see the Panda tempo millisecond, right? We can see right now it's at 15. If you guys are in game and you're shooting and you keep getting late, that means you got to go ahead and decrease the value. So press down on the D-pad. If you guys are in game and you keep getting earlies, that means you need to increase the millisecond value. So press up on the D-pad and increase it. Personally, for me, I leave my value anywhere between 10 and 15 milliseconds. And why is it a range? Because it depends on how my internet's acting that day, okay? So there's usually going to be a range for most people, and it's between 10 and 15, okay? So that's literally all I turn on. I just turn on the Panda tempo. I don't turn on anything else. If you guys wanted to use any of the other features, you guys can. Just don't use the auto green. It's just not as consistent anymore, guys. Everything else does work like the no dip shot. You just hold L2, press your square button to shoot after, and you're literally going to get catch and shoot greens every single time. Meter dunks if you want it. Defense, if you have this on, you just hold L2, and it'll kind of keep you in front of the, your opponent. That's useful. Again, I'm not a big fan of it. Auto quick stop, auto dribbles. If you have this on, all you do is hold your D-pads and it'll go ahead and perform different dribble moves, all right? And one more thing, when you have the Panda Tempo on, before I forget, right here, the Tempo V3.7, you can see right here where it says square/X remap. Now, when you're in game, your square button now is going to be remapped to your left stick. So you have to press L3 right here, okay? So if you want to steal or, just press square in the game, you're going to have to press L3, okay? So remember that. Once you're done adjusting everything, just go ahead and press circle, and then you guys can start enjoying and start greening more shots.